Eat up, little Timmy. I want you to be nice, full, and energized because we're going to Disney!
I see you, you see me. That's what I can see. No show better positive. Yo, I'm anonymous Beanie Man, and not for sure. I'm going to watch this video by Baybri about kids being wild on the bus. I walked to school or got dropped off. So, um, I don't know much about. Don't pay too much attention to my hair. It looks a mess, bitch. Ooh, girl. Let's play and watch the show, y'all.
We've all had to take the school bus at some point in our lives. Or maybe you haven't because you were a bike rider
Only for field trips.
or you were homeschooled or you were a car rider. And I was always jealous of those car riders. I always imagined someone's mom picking them up and Chick-fil-A's in the back seat. And the mom is like, eat up, little Timmy. I want you to be nice, full, and energized because we're going to Disney! But anyways, I had to take the school bus.
Is it like a black people thing for us to call little white kids little Timmy? Little Billy Bob, little Jonathan, little Timmy, like, oh my God, like
Every day. And I remember having to wake up so early, around like 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun wouldn't even be out yet, and I'd already be so tired. I just stand at the bus stop waiting for the bus to come. Occasionally, I close my eyes or look out the window and bask in the ambiance, only to catch a glimpse of two girls throwing hands. Well, it was really only one girl throwing hands because she was beating the brakes off the other girl.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, somebody help her. As we got closer,
somebody help her. Like, what is this voice acting?
I realized who the two girls were. Their names were Gabby and Marnie. And when I saw Marnie, I was like, oh. Marnie was known for fighting everybody and their mother. That girl was a fighter.
We had a girl like this. Her name was Raven. Raven, if you see this girl, fuck you. When when I was in like 8th grade or 9th grade, I don't know, she's like a grade below me. That little hoe threw a trumpet at me, a big ass tuba, a big ass band instrument. I don't know. It was big and long, whichever the big and long one is, and it flares at the end of it. And it's big and long. And her little punk ass threw that band instrument at me, and it hit me in the back, and I skidded across the road. And I skidded across the road. And I was like this. And like you don't know what it's like to skid across a road. You can't stop yourself. You can't grab onto anything to like, you know, regain any cool points that you lost. No, bitch, you just gotta skid across the road.
She was Mike Tyson. Don't
she was
let
always
it get
wearing a headband.
too close to your ear knot because she never, dry. And when I say never, I mean never,
skin dry. Lost
a fight. And I only knew this girl name because she had a reputation. I had never talked to her or even had a class with her. And I wouldn't have wanted to talk to her anyways because,
That's the thing with Raven too. Her ass was only around because about 2-3 hoes that she wasn't even friends with was around. Girl.
She vibrate too low to the flow for me. Once Marnie had finished piecing her up, Gabby just got on the bus. And I was surprised because had it been me, I would have went home, iced my face up, and them jokers would have never saw me again. Nope, you're never gonna see me again. I would have had to switch schools. But I felt bad, man, because like, dang, the day hadn't even started yet. And when I think about it, I don't even know if my bus driver said anything. I mean, she had to have said something because that was such a serious fight. But this had happened in middle school, so I don't remember most of what happened after that. But I do remember this one time where this boy just fell out of a tree. Just fell to the ground. And I'm looking at the bus window like...
You know, there was this one day where everything was just shitty. Like, there was this kid, you know that one kid that's like smaller than all the other kids and he's just tiny as fuck, like just tiny as fuck. Well, there was like a few of those there. And this guy had like a mohawk contraption with the sides cut. A little ant body, and just a little small, little terrorist. Sorry, that seemed racist. No, Not to be racy, but he was literally going around destroying little towns and shit at school. Nigga, I don't know what the fuck I said to him. I think I made a jab at him for his height or something. That nigga pushed me. That nigga pushed me down the hill. Like at school, we have a podium on a hill, and it slopes down in the middle. Okay, and it slopes down in the middle, and it's just nothing but grass. And there's like it's like coated with bushes. I'm not explaining this right, but it's coated in bushes, and it slopes downward from the podium into this like golf course like shit, grass shit. And he pushed me over the bushes, and I rolled, and everybody watched me roll. And I was like, somebody come with me to help tell. Somebody come with me to help tell. And this fuck ass girl named Mackenzie, who looks like Dove Cameron, her ass was like, no, I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble. Girl, fuck you, Mackenzie. Oh. Mackenzie was a kid that was always like, I'm gonna skip a grade. I'm gonna skip a grade. And never skipped.
Like, what the heck? Boy, what was you doing up in that tree? Oh, his nose was so blooded up, I couldn't believe it. If I didn't
Oh my
see him fall
God.
from that tree,
This reminds me of when I accidentally pushed a special ed kid into like a tree root, and he didn't know who it was, and then I saw him later and his nose and his lip was fucked up. I felt horrible.
I would have thought Marty stopped by. I never knew what was going on at that particular bus stop. There was always something going on over there. Now, there was this one guy
Yashi?
who I thought was so weird. I had never talked to him before, but whenever we would get off the bus, he would walk 5 feet, stop, turn around as if he's looking at something, wait for me to pass him, and then start walking behind me again. Not close, just maybe like 5 feet behind me. And he would do this every day. And I don't know why he would do that. I don't believe he was stalking me because he lived pretty close. And I don't think he was taking pictures of me because I was flat as a board back there. So there was nothing to really take a picture of. So that couldn't be it. But it was becoming a very concerning situation for me. So I ended up telling my mom, and she agreed to park somewhere hidden and watch him. So the next day arrives, I get off the bus, and of course, he does it again. So when we got home, she was definitely confused as to why he was doing that because she said he didn't do anything. I remember after that, my stepdad came home and was like, I went over to his house and told him to stop. What? Why would you do that?
Daddy, no! Daddy, no!
So he can stop following you.
He's so messy.
Oh man, it's gonna be awkward now. Yeah, it's gonna be awkward now. My mom and I, we were pretty upset because we were gonna figure something out. We don't know what it was gonna be, but it was gonna be something.
Oh my
But
God.
I was actually grateful that
We
he
gotta
went over to
fix
his house and
this.
said something because he stopped doing it. And it wasn't awkward after that. He would get off the bus and he'd just keep going straight. But enough about the kids. Let's talk about the grown-ups that were on my bus. On my bus, we had a bus monitor and we had a bus driver. And
Maybe he was doing it. No, I don't know why the fuck he would do that, because I was thinking maybe he was trying to like make her feel, but then it was like make her feel what? Because he's the one that's stopping to get behind her. If anything, he would just keep it forward to keep her from feeling uncomfortable. I can't really say why he would do that. I don't know.
bus monitor was freaking mean and strict. That lady
Maybe he
was
was
so
out of anxiety. I don't know.
freaking mean. She would always be yelling at us not to pull the window down and to keep our legs out of the aisle and just stupid stuff like that. She was just so freaking strict. But for the most part, we were cordial. I wasn't a bad kid, so we really didn't have any problems.
Right.
Until one day.
Oh.
One day I decided, hey, I'm gonna get off on another bus stop today. Yeah. No. That sounds like such a great idea because that bus stop is much closer to my house than the one I've been usually going to. So I'm just gonna do it. Well, that was a mistake because when I got on the bus the next day, the bus monitor handed me a note basically stating that I got off on an unapproved stop and I broke the freaking rules. Well, I was pissed. I was like, what? I'm not understanding this. I'm still getting off the bus in the same neighborhood, so why am I getting a referral?
This reminds me of that time I was taking the public transit in Texas and I pressed the button for dude to stop and I kept pressing it, but he wasn't stopping. So I had to verbally tell him, you missed my stop 3 stops ago.
Or why am I getting a note? Are you kidding me right now? What is this? I was so mad at that lady. I was like, I'm done with you. Huh? Looking back, I understand why she did the things she did and why she was the way she was. It was all for safety reasons. You gotta keep these kids in line. You gotta keep them in order because the bus is such a small space with a bunch of kids who have different personalities that
Right, and
you can't.
anything could have happened at that stop. Why did you choose that day to go to a different stop? Were you lured? Were you convinced? Were you drawn out? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
Can't play
niggas
around with
gotta keep their
them.
jobs, girl.
But don't get me wrong, I like riding the bus. We had some good times on there. It was just that some of the people was just a little, you know.
Girl, a few stories of when I used to ride the bus as a kid. There was this one time where this girl threw up on the bus and threw up on somebody. And she put her head down and she just threw up and was like, I wasn't expecting that to happen. Sorry, girl. And I was like, oh, girl, that's nasty. And it smelled like maple syrup. And everybody was like, oh my God, ew. And some people was like, And I was like, oh. Like, oh. In Texas, this crackhead was trying to serenade this lady. And she was like, I got church. Want to come to service? I got service. Let's go to service. And he was like, yeah, I'll come to service. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do that. We can go on a date. I want you. I aspire that. I need that. And then she was like, oh boy, that's so ungodly. Amen. Chase after this pussy in the name of the Lord. I don't know. They was having some like hot and cold freaky shit going on. And then he started going back and forth with somebody else on the bus. And then girl, he just kept talking and wouldn't shut the fuck up. That whole time I was on the way home, girl, he never shut the fuck up. I don't know what effect drug that is, but I don't want it. I don't want it because I talk enough as it is. Am I hardly out the frame? Because I hardly want you to see me. I talk enough as it is. This was a 5-minute video, and bitch, it is a 15-minute video. It is 3 times longer. It is 3 times longer than what the fuck it originally is. Okay? So be safe on buses. Talk to therapists about bus trauma because I have bus trauma. Video ends here.